What's up, everybody? It's your boy Chaos, and welcome to a new episode of Take It to the Table. I am joined by none other than the regular guests. You know who they are, Sol and Ignacio. How you guys doing today?
Tired.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I'm sure you will. You've been spent after the Ric Flair's match. I'm sure.
Woo.
Match of the year candidate for sure. Yeah. So yeah. Obviously, we're going to be talking about that certain match, the Ric Flair pay-per-view, and as well as we have a little special episode. We're going to be doing our own AEW versus WWE Forbidden Door card. That's a bit of a mouthful. We'll work on that, but yeah, let's just imagine if everyone worked together and cohesive and had a two-night spectacular, so to speak.
Yes, everyone's in gorilla position singing Kumbaya while
TK and Triple H just getting along. Yeah, of course. Yeah. And then of course I think it's shooting season for Soul, basically. Yeah, he has a little two words for certain fans of a certain promotion. So yeah, I'm sure he's gonna have fun. He's already ready.
Wait.
He's got a pipe.
So Soul's gonna shoot on the show?
Yeah. And it's not against you either. It's not.
I got my big iron at my hip and I'm ready to ratatata.
So that's gonna be fun, especially if the fans as well is gonna be commenting on their Instagram. But yeah, jam-packed show, a lot to talk about. Without further ado, let us take it to the table. I really got to change that logo. It's got the old logo. But yeah, we'll start off with the first part. So, well, first off, actually, forget that. Saturday. Has everyone seen SummerSlam?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What did y'all think?
I'm going to say I was wrong. It was actually really good.
What? Nani?
What happened to me? Oh,
wow. Yeah. If I recall from the last video, which was just actually uploaded, be sure to check that out. This guy was such a downer. Completely. He was just sit back. He was like 10 meters away from this camera. And he was just like, yeah, I don't care. And he's changed his tone. Fair enough. What about you, Ignacio?
I thought, with the exception of the Gaga that was in the main event, which I knew we were going to see. I mean, it's. I read online somewhere that there were some changes made here and there, and that was apparent what we saw. But they let Vince and his plans he had for the main event go, and that was apparent. But Brock and Roman beat the shit out of each other for a good portion of that match, and take the Gaga out with the tractor and all the stupid run-ins and all that Gaga, and it might have been one of the best matches they've had since probably Mania 31 or something. But overall, I think with the exception of maybe night one of WrestleMania, I think it's probably the best pay-per-view of the year. I think the Usos and the Street Profits probably had the best tag team match I've seen in WWE since I don't know when's the last time FTR was there. The last time they were there.
What, DIY versus FTR at NXT?
Probably, yeah. Wow. And I think Jarrett had a big part of that match. Jarrett had a big weekend this weekend, but I think Jarrett had a big part of that match. I think he had a big hand in producing that match because he was a referee, so he was calling the shots in there. They were actually making tags, like legal hand-to-hand tags. I think I only saw maybe Jimmy Uso tag Jey Uso in the body, one in the shoulder or something one time. But Logan Paul did absolutely outstanding.
I was wrong about him.
Yeah, I hate to admit it. Yeah, but he did.
He did absolutely outstanding. He shined the most. I think that's just because his performance. I think that's the match that stole the show because of his performance. Other than that, I would say it would be the tag match. But overall, it was a solid show. I think probably the last hour lagged, but I mean, to me, it's the best pay-per-view of the year so far.
I don't know best pay-per-view of the year. That's a bit pushing it, mate. Come on now. But for me, my top three matches of that whole show were Bianca and Becky. I thought that was really good.
Great opener, very good, especially at the end.
Oh yeah, especially that whole surprise factor as well. Something I feel like we're going to see a lot more now. Street Profits and Usos was great as well. And I'm going to go with Brock and Roman, surprisingly enough, even though I didn't give two flying shits. I mean, obviously, we all know what the worst match was Liv and Ronda.
Yes. Yeah. Even though I did, obviously more stuff came out afterwards what happened on there, but yeah, they pinned themselves to a corner and they just did that typical dumb shit that they do. But yeah, I agree. Opener, great. The little surprise, obviously Bailey was long overdue. And obviously the whole thing had this little sprinkle of Triple H right there. Obviously Io Sky and Dakota Kai. What a great surprise! Great.
That's great to see as well. I feel like now we're just gonna get Gargano to come back at some point with Candice LeRae.
Yeah, I think in the next couple months you're gonna see Gargano, Sasha Banks, and Naomi come back. 100%.
We're pretty much seeing Triple H is backstage and he's just like, I'm getting the band back together, and he just calls like all his NXT buddies. Is like, Johnny, come back. Ciampa misses you.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, like I think Triple H definitely reassured Ciampa, like, don't worry, just get through this. After this, it's a new era for you. Don't worry, you ain't gonna be by Miz's side and be a side piece. But yeah, definitely the great opener. The Usos and Street Profits. I love their matches. I don't care what anyone says. Like, even though we see it countless times and time again, I put it there with the New Day. Each match, to me, in my opinion, is always enjoyable.
It felt really fresh to me. I don't know why, but it just felt really fresh.
Too. Especially at the end. I love the ending.
Yeah. And then I saw our review team at Wrestling Republic give it a 4.75, and I was like, hold on, bro, come on now. Give it a 5. I disagree. Come on.
That wasn't actually
I'm shooting on my own place that I now work at.
Look, they're our review team, so I try not to disparage or shit our own review team too much. But I mean, 4.75. I mean, it wasn't close to 5 stars, but I mean, it was the best match, the tag team match WWE's had in a very long time.
Yeah,
and I think it was fresh because it was a different style of match. You didn't see a lot of these constant run-ins and all 4 guys in the ring at the same time. They actually they slowed it down, they paced it out, they sold longer what they were supposed to do. There wasn't a lot of flippy flop crap's sake just to do it. It had a purpose. So I think it was a different style of match. That's why it felt fresh. It was very good. I liked it.
Yeah.
The opener, you guys mentioned the opener. The opener was with Becky, and it wasn't their best match, but it was still good. I'll say something that those marks over at the fucking Wrestling Observer, Alvarez,
your favorites. Yeah, Alvarez.
Fucking Meltzer, the fucking AEW marks from hell. Jesus Christ. I mean, I hear him talk. This pay-per-view, dude, I'm an AEW guy just as much as anybody. I just get pissed off when I see, because I know they're capable of better than what they put on TV, and I know they have a lot of injuries, but dude, this pay-per-view, it made them look like Monster Amateur Hour. And I know like AEW is supposed to look a little bit more gritty. That's why people say it looks like a glorified indie show on TV. Well, that's the point. It's supposed to look a little bit more gritty, a little bit more real, right? But I mean, as far as like content, I mean, this pay-per-view blew anything AEW's put on this year as far as pay-per-view. But it's not surprised it's WWE.
Yeah, I mean, no, it just shows what WWE is capable of when it's not Vince. Because I know for a fact this thing probably would not be that great. This pay-per-view would not be that great if Vince was still at the helm. No. You wouldn't have seen the group of Dakota Kai, Bailey, and thinking, which actually was revealed that he was pitched to Vince months before Dakota Kai got released, and he rejected it.
And also, it's weird how as soon as Vince is gone, Bailey's back immediately.
It
seems like Vince was holding her
off.
Dakota
Kai came back. She said she wasn't able to renew her contract. And
we got to give props to Triple H. First pay-per-view, one of the big 4, and him at the helm. And honestly, I think everyone feels like he knocked out of the park.
Yeah, 100%. Great first impression. Everyone was obviously expecting it was going to be an overnight thing as soon as it was announced. But just give it time. Over the couple months, you will see you'll gradually see a progression. And this was a great stamping point to show that I'm here. I haven't got Bruce Pritchard and Kevin Dunn in my ear. Like it's all good. We're in good hands. Other matches, the Mysterios and Judgment Day, and then the rehash of Edge's Brood entrance again. Has he dyed his hair?
He looks like it, eh? Or maybe just with a styling choice or everything.
Maybe it's weird.
I didn't like that little entrance ramp thing because it's so hokey. Like it's not attached to anything. It's just sit in the middle. Like,
I can only imagine that pretty much spoiled the surprise for people that was there. They were just like, they saw this big thing, and it was like,
it's just some kids like, mommy, what's that big structure? Shut up, Timothy. Watch the match. That's nothing, you damn child.
This match. I think I don't know what our reviewers gave it, but I thought this segment match was the black eye of the pay-per-view because I didn't even realize it was a no DQ match until like halfway through the match because they started off with partners on the opposite corners and tagging.
Right, yeah. It didn't it didn't start off as a no DQ. Yeah.
It didn't make sense, and then halfway they start doing the no DQ thing, and everybody's on the floor, and then more shenanigans. And I just don't think Rey Mysterio is one of those guys who needs to retire. I don't like Dominic Mysterio. Definitely doesn't have half of what his father has. It's not going to be half of what his father is or ever was. And then just that they flopped this whole Judgment Day with taking Edge out. I just don't like what this is going. This was the black eye the pay-per-view. I thought this was worse than Liv and Ronda, because I'll tell you why. Because Liv and Ronda, again, I think it's Liv. I don't know if it's because of Liv they're apprehensive, or Ronda's not the most experienced and Liv isn't the most experienced. So when they try to lead a match, they can't do it because they're both too inexperienced at leading a match. If they don't have a good producer, it's not going to be good. But at least the finish, I thought, was good, because now you're thinking like, wait a minute, Liv tapped out. The ref fucked up because he counted the shoulders when he was supposed to be paying attention to Liv. Liv tapped out before Ronda got counted to 3. So does she really deserve the title? But she got away with it this time. So next time, now we're going to have a third match, which is probably going to have some sort of stipulation or whatever. And I'm assuming it's going to take part at, it's going to happen at Clash of the Titans or whatever the fuck the next pay-per-view is.
Castle, bro. Castles. Get it right.
Castle. There you go. Castle. And I don't know. I like that finish. I thought it was kind of interesting, because now Liv really has to prove that she actually deserves that title, but she also has to start having good matches.
I can't imagine what a UK crowd drunk off their tits will do to Ronda Rousey chant-wise. Speaking of, before we move off for SummerSlam, what did you think about that vicious assault that Kid Rock did to that woman?
Oh God, what, Honey Boo Boo's mother? That was and then he did a Fred Durst. He flipped the crowd, or flip the camera. On the UK version, they were like, quickly, they blacked the whole screen. They didn't want him to do that. The guy was drunk with his ass. That was, the guy's pretty much ate that girl's face, man. Honey Boo Boo's mother. That was hilarious. Anyway, also going back to the Liv Morgan and Thingy match. I wasn't really a fan of the they used the incapableness of, if that's a word, of the ref, because we already had that with the tag team match. I thought it was a bit overkill with you making out that the ref is just incapable of his job. But yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there. But so wait, just to wrap it up. So you got one of you guys were, so you were a fan of the Roman Reigns match. Ignacio wasn't. So you didn't like the tractor spot? I fucking loved it. I've never that is so Triple H.
It's fucking beautiful.
I loved it.
Farmer going against the tribal chief. That's the kind of shit you want to see.
He literally, I thought he went rogue. He just said, fuck it.
I bought the lease on this tractor. I'm getting my goddamn time out of
it. Yeah, exactly.
Bro, and Roman falling like down the fucking ring as well, with his arms flailing around. I was like, oh, the poor baby's falling.
There was at one point I was fearing the worst, though, because he just wouldn't stay down. I was thinking, is this guy actually gonna like possibly win? But he put him down. That was it. Beautiful. So Match it pay-per-view of the year, Soul, for you, Ignacio.
What?
Not as much. No, actually, no. Ignore
Get that
me.
fucking right the wrong way, bro.
So wait. So what's your possible pay-per-view of the year then?
Me, it's Revolution so far.
Oh, dark color match.
Yes.
Okay. And obviously you've been there, so obviously that's
yeah, of course. That's why.
Yeah,
it's obviously
fair
biased because I was there and had the hell of a time. So that's why it's number one for me.
Makes sense. Okay, cool. Fair enough. All right. Definitely top 3 of the year for me so far.
Who knows? Who knows? Maybe All Out will overtake it somehow.
Exactly. Yeah. The year is still young. Okay, so yeah. Now, since that's out of the way, let's talk about what was everyone's mouths. Ric Flair's last match was as of this recording last night. A lot of faces were in the crowd. A lot of faces. I thought that it was going to be like a lot of heat. It was Big Foley, Undertaker, Cody Rhodes showed up on his camera.
Bret Hart was there.
Bret Hart flipping Sting showed up on the worst camera ever.
Sting got 240p resolution. Like
someone said, I remember I saw the video and someone said in the comments, it looked like Sting recorded it on a Ring doorbell. It was just like that's a good some potato of a camera. So that was that. A lot of names. Shawn Michaels was there. On video, all that stuff.
Dolph Ziggler was there.
Dolph Ziggler, yeah. All faces. Yeah, all faces.
Well, they were saying that there was WWE talent in the crowd in the arena. They just made it a point not to be shown.
Okay,
because apparently that's still not allowed.
Fair enough. Yeah, I would imagine so. I don't think that's going to go anytime soon.
Yeah, because Charlotte wasn't shown. I'm pretty sure, right? Charlotte was never on camera.
No. But yeah, so that would happen. So the match itself, to be fair, I haven't seen it. I've seen highlights. I've seen still pictures. But going from your guys' responses, I'm sure you'll seen it. And was it good? Was it not good?
Was it? Fuck.
Okay, so I mean, so apparently it was decent up until the last maybe 10 minutes where it just looks really uncomfortable.
No, the whole thing was goddamn uncomfortable. I don't want anyone, high on this shit talking about it.
Fair enough.
The whole show in general, like all the undercard matches were great. They just went too short, but they were pretty much decent.
Yeah. Well, let's start from the beginning. I mean, I saw the entrance for Ric Flair. He came out with the big gold belt, and then 5 seconds later, he was just like, "Yeah, this is too heavy. Someone take this." He was just like, "Yeah."
I also thought he was struggling to get it off as well at some point. He was like, "I can't."
I think it was holding it. It was gonna drag him down. I think his hip was gonna come out of place. That's how bad it was.
Watch him be like the ultimate heel and just replace and put Velcro on it or something like that.
Maybe WWE style, yeah. So yeah, like I said, I saw the highlights. It looked all right, but then eventually it looked really like he was gasping for air. I think there was reports of saying that he was convulsing at one point. Yeah, I mean, what's your thoughts on it, Ignacio? Did you see the match?
Yeah, I did. I saw the pay-per-view, the whole pay-per-view. I mean, I looked at it and took it for what it was and for what everybody should take it for. I mean, it was an indie show on pay-per-view. That's all it really was. I'm just responding to the IWC, and they were like, well, the camera angles and this and that and production. Like, dude, they weren't trying to compete with SummerSlam. It's just an indie show. It was Ric Flair's last match. It was meant to look gritty and all that stuff because they were trying to replicate what Jim Crockett Promotions was back in the day. I mean, the undercard, it was solid. It was nice to see the American Wolves and Motor City Machine Guns because I remember seeing them in TNA back in the day. Killer Cross squashed Harry Smith, Davey Boy Smith Jr., which I thought was kind of crazy, but I really like Killer Cross. I mean, there was no 5-star matches or anything in this whole deal, but I mean, it was a solid show. And then the main event, it was just, you were right. The last 10 minutes were really, really hard to watch. And I know they made those videos and those clips of Flair's training with Jay Lethal and taking bumps and lifting weights and all this other stuff. And dude, you can doctor footage like a MFer.
Oh, yeah.
Make anybody look good. And I'm not saying that happened, but I believe it was sensationalized like that. Flair looked like he was hurt coming in, and he had mentioned that he had been drinking every single night up until the fucking pay-per-view.
But you're not a wrestler unless you don't drink. That's what it is back in the day.
Well, dude, I mean, like, Jesus, I understand, but he was 25, 35. If you can pull it off at 40, maybe. But, I mean, dude, you're 73 years old. You're drinking all the way up into your last match. He's partying. He's trying to train, this and that, and it showed. He looked hurt. He didn't look healthy.
He was drunk in the ring.
He was probably maybe recovering. I'm not gonna make any accusations like that, but I mean he didn't look like what he looked in those videos, and he looked slow, and he did some spots where the chopping and then the nut kick was good and all that stuff, but it just got to a point where it was like, dang, this guy and then at the end he whispered to Andrade. I don't know if you guys paid attention to that, but he told Andrade, I passed out.
Oh my God!
At the end, if you go back and look at the end of the match, and he's on the ground, and Andrade is looking down at him, he tells Andrade, he whispers to him, "I passed out," or he tells him, "I passed out." At what point during the match, I don't exactly know. There was a spot where he was gonna take a superplex off the second rope, and Jarrett tried to pick him up, and he wasn't cooperating. And they showed Jarrett telling him, like, hey, let's go, and he picks him up, and Flair's like, I'm not going to take this, and that's when Lethal suplexed him.
Yeah,
it was sad to watch, and I started watching Flair back in '89, and his first feud with Terry Funk, or the first feud I watched him with Terry Funk, and to watch him now, I'm just glad it's over, and hopefully he's at peace, and we don't see him back in the ring again.
I want to throw this opinion out here, and this can be put on the Instagram or whatever, but I'll probably get torn pieces for it. But I honestly think right now Ric Flair is probably one of the biggest embarrassments to wrestling right now.
Oh, okay.
Was he, like, don't get me wrong, history-wise, what he's done for the business and his work is fine, all the way up until his match with Shawn Michaels and then retirement. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anything after that has been just basically an old man chasing the good times. An embarrassment of a performer at that time, just in it for the money. And did he ever need to have another match again? No, he's done this because he just wants to die in the ring pretty much at this point. He doesn't want to, he doesn't enjoy. I saw this documentary. I can't remember what it's for. It was for an American sports show or something like that. And it was just basically like, mentioned how the death of his son Reed just went into a massive spiral, and like Triple H had to actually, fucking put the foot down on all this shit on him. And you could just, and if I honestly will see him at this point just having another match and make this maybe like a yearly shit or something like that. It's like, oh, I'll just do it again. I can do it. But the fact that he's, went out of his way to, not only put himself at risk, make his friends worry, family, just to chase the glory times, an absolute embarrassment.
Mm. No, I truly agree. I mean, yeah, he should have really stopped at Shawn Michaels. I know he mainly done that TNA run because he was broke. So he had to take the money, and it was easy money. But yeah, like, fair enough. And then he did the Hulk Hogan tour, and then he just wouldn't stop. And then now he has this. I wouldn't say he's damaging his legacy, because there's worse people that's damaged their legacy, and that's it's something that they can never recover from. But yeah, I hope he doesn't does this a yearly thing, even though with wrestlers they always say never, freaking jarring as hell. But yeah, this guy needs to rest. He's got a pacemaker, for flip's sake. He's got a pacemaker.
Like, I'll just turn it off.
I'll be fine for 5 minutes.
Goddamn TV remote, mate. It's not like you're gonna get better by turning on and off.
Exactly.
And honestly, I'm glad the Undertaker was in the crowd, because I hope he was watching that and thinking, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good.
Now, and wasn't it weird? I don't know if you saw it, but you see Michelle McCool, that she was recording on an iPad. She was just like, I ain't gonna waste my phone on this shit. Let me just put on my iPad.
It shows up an iPod Nano. It's like, I don't know, this doesn't take films, but I'm gonna try and record it with this anyway.
Yeah, it's like, I've never seen someone record something of a live concert or a live show.
Mate, honestly, I wish you just put that on Nintendo DS.
That's got great quality. Yeah, definitely. 140p. Yeah.
Ooh, that's probably what Stinger's recording on.
Probably, yeah, definitely. Oh, it's flipping hell. God damn it, Sting. You got all that money from TK and you can't afford a decent camera. Anyway, So yeah, definitely something to forget about. I think I might still take my time and watch the match just to see how bad it is, because no one was expecting anything good. No one was. You know what I mean? Like we wasn't gonna expect like Ricky Steamboat type of comebacks or Terry Funk or whatever. This was.
Tell you what, though, how kind of insane it is that we've seen Steve Austin, Vince McMahon, and Ric Flair all have their last match this year.
Good point. That's a good point. Yeah, yeah.
Well, I don't know.
This weird be wild.
I think Rick is done. I think he's gonna look back and realize, damn, this was shit. And Vince, of course, isn't gonna come back. But Steve Austin already said, hey, they call back at next WrestleMania. I'll answer the phone.
Nah, I think he's gonna wait for that Abu Dhabi money. Or the Saudi Arabia money. Hell yeah, he's definitely gonna get that cash. He wants that check.
He's not doing his celebration over there.
Remember, this is the same people that wanted for the first crown jewel. They wanted Yokozuna
and Ultimate Warrior. And it's like, hey Vince, you got the Necronomicon there? You ready to do some dark magic?
There was like someone was just slipping the prince the little note right here, like, yeah, he's dead. Oh shit. Okay, cool. So yeah, that was that. What else is next? So yeah, that's what I thought. What do you think of the pay-per-view? Everyone in the comments, make sure you leave your thoughts. Was it match of the year candidate, or you just wanted it to end? Leave your thoughts in the comments, obviously. Now we're going to the fun part.
Which part is this? I wonder.
We're going to the end of the show. No. So yeah, we're going to do a little special here. The AEW versus WWE Forbidden Card. What if all stars aligned? Everyone sang kumbaya in the wrestling industry, and we're able to put this one-off special where it was all AEW stars versus WWE stars, and not just for one night, but a 2-night spectacle. Imagine this completely took over Mania, and Mania not happening 1 year, and this is what we get. It's Mania-esque. All right. So to make it all fair on each other, so we don't fight on and don't have like 20 matches on one night. I've separated it so we all get certain parts of the card. We're all separate bookers. Everyone be friendly. So yeah, night one. Basically,
I want to say this. If I was given for like obviously 2-night event, if I was given like booking freedom, what I would do is you would want to use like the territory sort of thing. So I would have the first night be WWE's kind of night and be in New York, Madison Square Garden for the first night.
Okay. All right.
Then have the second night in Chicago at the arena that Punk
United Center.
That's it. And that's a nice little thing. Like, they have their home base, second home base.
That'll be a lot of trouble for the fans, though, because New York and Chicago ain't that close, are they?
The Marks will pay the money for it.
But I like it. I do like that. That'll be pretty cool. I think they did that one time at one Mania, didn't they? They had two venues.
WrestleMania 2.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So yeah, I'll be down for that. Why not? Yeah, that'd be cool. Okay, so that means in doing so, you gotta make it kind of relatable to that territory, basically.
Correct.
Have certain New York. Okay, cool. Shit. Okay, that messed me up already. All right, cool. So going to night one, let's say that's WWE's night because they are the head honchos. Miles and make them go first. Night one. So let me actually had it right here just a minute ago. So shit. Here we go. Okay, so night one, Ignacio, you get the opener and match 2. So you get a vote on 2 matches. What would your first be on night one?
Well, my first one, you got to start off with a banger, right? You got to get the fans going.
Yep.
Get them on their feet. Get the crowd going. Get the energy up.
Orange Cassidy. No, I'm joking.
Woo! Oh, fuck you.
Carry on. Sorry.
You gotta set the pace for the pay-per-view and show them what you're all about. So I think definitely somebody that can do that, veteran, somebody that can carry the next person. This guy can be regarded probably as the best wrestler in the world right now. 20-year veteran. I'm gonna go with AJ Styles, and his opponent is gonna be Darby Allin to open up the show.
Ooh, I like
that.
Okay.
Darby can Darby can go. Darby can sell. Darby doesn't give a shit about his own body. He launches himself like a dart, and then maybe a little bit of contrast in styles with AJ Styles. But Darby's a little bit of a hybrid. He can do a little bit of the technical stuff, and he can do the flippy shit with it meaning something without trying to just appease the marks and stuff like that. So I think that's a stronger opener. You got Darby Allin with Sting in the corner and against AJ Styles. Open up the show.
Can AJ have Jeff Jarrett at ringside?
Sure. Yeah, we'll put Jeff Jarrett in there. There you go. By the way, I think the MVP of the weekend was Jeff Jarrett.
Oh, fuck
yeah. You saw him on SmackDown. He took that double super kick from the Usos and fucking sold it like $1 million. Then the match with Flair, and then of course the referee at SummerSlam. But anyway, can we
get Double J for another run, please?
Yeah, we got yeah. I'm telling you, man, he can go. We got AJ with Jeff Jarrett in his corner, and then Darby with Sting in his corner. Let's open up the show.
Cool.
And what else do I got? You said I got match 2?
Yep.
So the next match. All right. Next match.
I swear he's got a wheel and he's just spinning it.
Roulette, boys.
Well, I got some written down here, but one I'm saving for sure for night 2. And let's see, we'll save this one for night 2. Let's say second match, we'll go Dax Harwood against Cody Rhodes.
Okay.
Dax Harwood, because there's nobody in WWE that fucking FTR has either would be remotely interesting to watch wrestle, because either they've beaten them already, have already wrestled them, or they're just crap. So we gotta take Dax Harwood out. We gotta put him against Cody Rhodes, because Cody Rhodes, the promos would be good. The match would be good, would be technically sound, be like an old school NWA Jim Crockett Promotions match. If they made it out to be, they'd both be aggressive when they needed to be. They both could sell. They both can work. So we start off the crowd high energy, and then we kind of slow it a little bit down with some great technical old school wrestling. So we got Darby Allin against AJ with the managers in the corner, and then Dax Harwood against Cody Rhodes for match 2. There we go.
Nice.
Night 1.
That's pretty solid. I'm liking it. Okay. Fair play. All right. So we can all collectively agree that's a strong opener. All right. So I get the mid card. So
you're giving me the main event. Oh, fuck's sake.
Yeah. No pressure, bro. No pressure, bro. All right. So actually, what do you get? Oh my god, I keep on losing it. Yeah, you get Cole and Main. All right, cool. So mid card, let's switch it up a little bit. So I'm gonna go for just because I just would like to see who's the best high flyer, really. And he's one of my favorites. Dante Martin versus Dominic Mysterio.
Oh, okay. I would have said Ricochet, but I mean, all right.
Nah, not Ricochet. I think that's overkill. That'd be like Will Ospreay against Dante Martin.
Sorry, you've hit the flip marker here, boys. You're gonna have to down a wee tad.
I just feel like they would just try and do what Will Ospreay and Ricochet did, and we've already seen that. It would be a bit too much, and that was like Flippy Doodah Central. So I feel like there's a decent balance. Dominic Mysterio, I hope he's not trying to be the next Rey Mysterio. He's not going to be called Rey Mysterio. If everyone knows their history, Rey Mysterio wasn't even given the name. He had to earn it. He was called Hummingbird, but in Spanish or whatever it was. And then he had to earn it. So, but I don't want to see him be called Rey Mysterio. So Dominic, I feel like I know he's still green, but I think he's still, unlike what you think, Ignacio, I think he still has potential to be very good in the business. And I feel like, Dante Martin will be a decent dance partner. You know, obviously I would want Dante to win, but yeah, definitely Dante Martin versus maybe a heel Dominic. Maybe, why not? I still want him to turn on Bray. I don't know why. I want him to go against his own dad. That'd be freaky. That'd be pretty cool. And then the for the other mid card, I would put let's see from WWE. Oh yeah, Dolph Ziggler, just for fun, versus Eddie Kingston.
Okay.
Yeah. So like contrasting styles, great on the mic. If you actually let Dolph Ziggler go, I think it'll be a good heat battle. Obviously Eddie wins because he's the hometown boy. Yeah, just he's a great worker and he's a great seller, Dolph Ziggler. I mean, so I think it'll be very good. I think he will sell the hell out of that back fist. So yeah, just for contrasting sake, them two. So yeah, Dominic Mysterio versus Dante Martin and Eddie Kingston versus Dolph Ziggler. So what is your co-main event and main?
Okay, let's next this.
I got the one. What's your malfunction thing ready? So don't worry.
Right, okay. The co-main event for the WWE section will be the Raw Women's Champion Bianca Belair.
Okay.
Versus that bitch, the TBS champion Jade Cargill.
Oh, big, not big girl slapping meat, but yeah, I like it. Yeah, that's cool.
And I think for that one, I would have Jade win.
Okay, why so?
Because I feel like Bianca can take a wee bit of a loss, and that maybe could go down a self storyline where she's like, oh, am I not good enough? Am I deserving of this championship? And then bounce back with like a babyface comeback win.
Okay.
The main event is for the WWE Unified Universal Championship. Roman Reigns, the Tribal Chief, versus Seth freaking Rollins versus Jon Moxley.
Oh wow. Okay. I like
the Shield off.
Yeah, Shield off, but they've all there's two people. No, there's one person that's Jon Moxley's outcast. Okay, fair enough.
And
go.
The winner of that match, I might get a lot of shit for this, but I'm going to say Moxley wins.
What is wrong with you? I mean, what is your malfunction?
I told you.
Fair enough. It will be a good thing, honestly. You have Moxley win, and then it will be like a sort of like beef between like three friends. Are they good right now? They were past friends, great stable, and are they still sworn enemies? What the fuck's going on here? And it's like, oh, shit.
Okay. I could just imagine, that Miz girl where she's like completely mean mugging when the Miz won the title. You could imagine a lot of people in the crowd doing that. If Moxley comes in and takes WWE's title, that's ballsy. That is really ballsy. I like it, but yeah, that would be very ballsy. What's your thoughts on that, Ignacio? Could you imagine that happening? Would you like that?
Well, I think triple threat matches are shit to begin with.
Oh, but, you're anti-triple threats and fatal four ways.
Let's take that out of the equation. I mean, we see what all three of them can do. I mean, they know each other. They work well together. Yeah, I think it'd be a pretty good match. I mean, I don't think I wouldn't have the CEO of Moxie Plumbing come out. I mean, I like out of the three, my favorite. I like what Roman's doing right now, but I really like Seth Rollins. Because I think he's the best worker out of the three. He's, the best storyteller, the best on the mic. So I like Seth Rollins. I would have Seth come out. But yeah, solid main event.
I mean, I think that in itself can sell out the show because that's interesting to people. The outcast Moxley coming back. His friends have changed. Ooh, fuck.
We're trying to sell tickets here, so yeah, I get it.
Yeah. No, I agree. I like it. There's a lot of stake right there. Definitely has that CM Punk John Cena vibe where White Wife CM Punk wins, he's going to take the title and skedaddle and whatnot. So and it could build off that. So yeah, very, very solid. Okay, so that is night one of AEW versus WWE Forbidden Door. We move on all the way to the United Center, Chicago, Illinois. Sold out crowd. This is AEW's turf. This is where the first dance was. And so you get the opener.
Okay.
So you get an opener and two matches. So you get three. You get three matches.
3 matches. Ooh.
Yeah.
Fuck. All right. Okay. Let's go with the opening match. I'm going to have is for the SmackDown Women's Championship. And this time, Liv has lost it to Charlotte Flair because that's probably what's going to happen anyway.
Okay.
So it'll be Charlotte Flair versus Britt Baker.
I like. Okay. Yeah. I think that would be cool. Yeah.
And for the winner of that match, I would say Brit, because I feel like Charlotte she could take the loss, but it's obviously not for the championship. It's just a fun exhibition sort of match.
Mm-hmm.
Then the second match on the card will be for the TNT Championship in a 4-way ladder match. So you're going to love this. Will feature the champion Wardlow, Braun Breaker,
Oh,
The Miz, and you know what? I'm going to say it as well. I'm going to say Ethan Page.
Okay, fair enough.
And the winner of that match will be The Miz.
I was hoping you would say that. I agree. I was hoping you'd say that.
Because imagine The Miz with like the TNT title, just customizes it to his own blingy sort of style, and just basically his own Miz and Mrs. and he like treats it like a footrest. It's like, this is another company's belt. I don't give a shit about it. And like has like his kids just like playing with it, biting on it, chewing on it, and he's like, that's the toy, leave it alone. I just think that'd be so much fun.
I think, he is the perfect candidate to just be so anti-AEW and then just disrespect the titles. He's one of the greatest mid-card champions. He brought the Intercontinental title to, make people actually care about it numerous times. So, 100%.
One more match, right?
Yes, you get one more.
Screw it. Brock Lesnar versus Orange Cassidy.
Oh!
I prefer really not to speak.
Why is that playing?
If I speak, I am in.
I
prefer really not to speak. If I speak, I am in big trouble.
Come on, that's perfect.
Oh my God!
Look, already.
I mean, oh God, it would get squashed. The fuck.
It'll be like Kofi.
No, it'd be like Ricochet. Yeah, this would be like Brock Lesnar against Ricochet. Oh my God, you'll have so much fun with him. But he's got so much resilience, Orange Cassidy. He will just keep.
Just imagine though, Cassidy in the pockets, Lesnar. That'd be good.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah, that was fun. Okay, so Brock Lesnar versus Orange Cassidy, fatal 4-way ladder, and Charlotte Flair versus Britt Baker. Very nice. Very, very, very nice. Ignacio, you get the mid card and co.
All right.
Main.
So 2 matches, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the Soul kind of stole my idea. I was gonna have Charlotte. Well, I wasn't gonna have Charlotte against Britt Baker. I was gonna have Charlotte against Thunder Rosa.
She can do double duties. Fuck it. Why not, Charlotte? You think she's
no. We won't count it because I got a backup. I got a backup. So, and I was kind of torn, but. So these 2 guys, they can definitely cut the promos. They can both work. They can work the indie style. They can work that sanitized WWE style. KO against CM Punk.
Oh.
Ooh.
Okay.
So imagine the promos leading up to that match. They came from ROH. I don't know if they have history against each other in the indies. I think CM Punk was a little bit before KO's time when it came to. Definitely when it came to ROH and stuff like that, definitely. So I don't think they've ever touched hands before. Have they?
No, they've never. I don't think so.
No.
Never.
So think of the promos, think of the lineage, between the two, their history. KO can cut the promo, can do the garbage match, he can do the sanitized WWE match, he can do comedy, he can get personal. CM Punk, same thing. So promo wise, and then I would have, of course, KO doesn't have a problem doing the job. I would have CM Punk, coming out the victor on that one. Right?
Yeah. So, Chicago, he wins.
Solid
advantage.
Solid mid card. And then here's my what is it? The semi-main?
Co-main
event. And I was gonna put Triple H in this match, but Triple H couldn't. He's not part of the active roster anymore. And then I was gonna put KO, but I just think these 2 guys, they would tell an absolute great story in the ring, out of the ring, promo, leading it up. There's so much that could be said leading up to this match, so many angles you could take. I would have Randy Orton against MJF.
Ooh. Decent styles as well. Yeah, they can work each other 100%.
They can work each other very well. If MJF's not a prick, he could let Randy Orton call the match, right? It would be seeing like a young, somewhat of a young chicken shit Flair against Randy Orton. I mean, this should be the main event. But anyway, you got that chaos. So, but I mean, yeah. Then I would have the sneaky son of a bitch. The MJF wins. So MJF comes out the winner.
MJF wins. Oh my goodness.
So your main event, Chaos. What the hell is your main event?
It's tough because like you pretty much taking all the best people, but yeah, I think I have to cheat and then do one of just to put everyone in and to see who was So what was the main event for you? You chose was it for the Universal title? Was it for all the gold?
It was just Universal title. Just
the Universal. Okay, cool. So this one would have to be a winner take all match. And so this is going to be the AEW Championship plus the WWE Championship. And I was debating whether it was going to be a singles or a triple threat. But yeah, I've settled for a triple. So yeah, it's going to be the AEW champion, if he was still the champion, Kenny Omega, versus the WWE champion, Drew McIntyre. And then just to, if he got a huge push, actually no, yeah, make it fatal 4-way. Fuck it, yeah, fatal 4-way. Big E, returning Big E.
Okay.
And if you got a huge push, Pac.
Okay.
Yeah. Contrasting styles. Big E is obviously, got the title that he wrongfully lost. Kenny Omega obviously can go against anyone. Drew McIntyre, trying to be, this is the A promotion, and then Pac just
at least make it it's fatal 4-way, fine, but at least making it an elimination fatal 4-way. That way everybody has to be beat.
Yeah. Elimination for I should have said that. Yeah, elimination for fatal 4-way. Yeah. Pac goes out first, then I'll say Big E, winner takes all. It has to be Drew McIntyre, I'd say. I'm joking.
Bitch, do not make me come down there in England and fucking beat you up with that Intercontinental Championship right there. Look, I love Drew and all that. Drew's right, but come on, Kenny?
I know. I'm fucking with you. That would be so Vince if Vince fingerprints would be all over that. No, of course Kenny Omega. Come on, he's the cleaner. He's the cleaner. Come on, yeah, he has to win everything. So yeah, that would be awesome, man. Definitely.
I want to say as well. There's one match idea that is like in the back of my mind that I would love to see for the NXT Women's Championship.
Okay.
Would be Cora Jade versus Ty Conti.
Oh.
Now the reason why I like to see that is because you got Cora Jade part of NXT 2.0. Ty Conti was part of the original NXT. Black and gold, and I think that'd just be a cool contrast. Maybe make that a buy-in match. Who knows?
Maybe a buy-in match. One match I would love to fucking see. Again, sorry, this is multiple people in there. The Usos. The Usos versus the Young Bucks versus the New Day versus the Mysterios. Fuck it, why not?
Versus Roppongi Vice versus FTR versus the Best Friends in the Dark Order. It's a tag team battle royale, baby.
Screw it. Yeah, why not?
Because WWE's tag team don't mean shit. So let's just put their belts on the line, and whoever gets chucked out last can get the belts.
The most disgusting thing I've
Pat
ever
McAfee and Michael Cole, the winners.
Ignatius Hayes, the most disgusting thing he's ever heard. That's absolute diarrhea for you.
You know who I had, and I forgot because I glossed over it. I had Walter against Miro.
Oh, that's nice.
That's decent.
I had that.
That's a horse match right there. That's a horse match right there. Yeah, that's cool. Any honorable mentions?
I was thinking Malachi Black versus Edge.
Ooh, Brood Edge. Yeah, okay.
I guess I had one more. I had either KO against MJF or KO against Eddie Kingston.
KO and Kingston, I like to see.
Yeah.
Both of them are good. Simply, I would just love to see the promos.
Yeah.
Like, I would love to see the promos of those. That would be
the build would be good.
Hell yes, especially if they have like all control of it. That would be so good.
And I'll say another one as well. I would love to see, just because the history, John Cena versus Matt Cardona somehow. I think that
is long-term storytelling, my dear, my friend.
He just comes out with a wheelchair and stands up like Linda. He's like, oh shit.
Flips off John Cena, fucking just saying, I'm the deathmatch king, baby. There's a lot has changed.
I forgot about Cena. I guess you can say Cena's technically still on the active roster, but I mean, I forgot. I would love to see MJF against Cena.
That would be good.
Imagine the promos there.
Ooh, yeah. When Cena goes off script, it's quite memorable. It's quite pretty good. So yeah.
If I had to pick the favorite match of what we said there, I really like the WWE main event one with Mox, Seth, and Rowan, just because it's a lot of history and stuff like that, and it just writes itself. But I do really like my TNT Championship one, just Miz winning.
Yes, yeah.
So we're selling out the United Center definitely with this card.
Hell yeah!
Oh yeah,
we're making bank, boys.
TK, holla at us, man. We'll put you right. It's all good. All right, cool.
And then we're gonna spend it all just to buy New Japan.
Exactly. Definitely. Also, I'll be sure to leave it in the comments as well. What your dream card would be. I'm sure it'll be very divisive and whatnot. And Ignacio will probably laugh at all of them. So yeah.
Right, nah. Battle Royale, nah.
Flippy Doodas, nah. Okay, cool. So to wrap this all off regarding AEW, I believe it's shooting season. I gotta do a little video saying it's shooting season, so we know what time it is. So you want to have something? You got something off to get off your chest?
That's all the time we have for guys. Thanks very much for tuning in.
That's my side. That's my line.
Hey guys. Well, unfortunately, I'd love to hear this, but I just got a message.
Oh dear.
He's died.
Okay. He just died. Yeah.
Could save it for next week.
For Ignacio. He just said he's got a message. He might show up. He might. I don't know what's going on here. But anyway, I don't know. Do you want to get off your chest, or you good? Like, you know.
Can we save it for next time?
Why you want to save it for next time?
Let's tease the audience. You know, we're saving for the next premium live event.
He doesn't want to. He doesn't want to get pulled up by the IG comments.
Gonna be like taken away in the night by r/squared circle. Like waterboard, it's like, what the fuck are you saying, boy? He's like, I didn't mean it. It's like, yeah, fuck, you didn't mean that. It's like, I'm sorry, shit.
Oh my god, not a little something. You don't want to say no.
I'll save for next time. I like to tease the fuckers.
In the words of Roman Reigns,
why would that man play games with me? Why would you play games with me?
But fair enough.
I will give something though. I'll give the next guest of the Soul Sessions as a little thing for the viewers. I'm not going to leave them hanging out to dry. I'm not that much of an evil man.
Fair enough. Who's coming up next?
The next guest for the Soul Sessions is a Scottish wrestler, part of ICW. Ooh. As well. Got a match coming up at the TNT branded shows down south. In a match for the winner will be facing Effie when they come along for their GCW event down in September. And that person is Shay Monet. Shay Monet, I can't wait for you guys to see this episode. It was pretty fun. Shay Monet was grand himself. They talk about their upcoming gay event in Glasgow, which is one of the first ones up here in Scotland for a wrestling event, as well. Talks about their ideal storyline, sort of like a Mickey James, Trish Stratus storyline. Who would they like to have it with on the AEW or WWE roster? And there was a few names out there that were like, oh, okay, all right, let's see this then.
Okay, that's pretty stacked. Okay, so be sure to check us out on the Wrestling Republic YouTube channel. Let's process that. So yeah, be sure to check it out. And still go if you haven't seen the latest episode of the Soul Sessions with AEW's Upper Deck. I completely got the wording wrong. Upper Deck, the creators of AEW's trading cards. Be sure to check that out on there. It is very insightful, very good. Yeah, we've come to the end of the show and the sudden disappearance of Ignacio. So, but yeah, I'm sure he was happy to be here and appreciates your guys' time. So thank you very much, Soul, for joining us up on Take It to the Table.
As always, wait until Clash of the Castle. It's gonna be grand.
It is gonna be nuts. We're gonna be doing a vlog on that, so be sure to check us out. And that is gonna be hectic as well.
You will see an evolution of me getting drunker and drunker by the night. And if Drew wins, I'll be dead by the end of it.
Yeah, pretty much. And yeah, I'll be like, he's gonna be the last person to slumped on the seats, row M in flipping Principality Stadium. Just everyone's gone. He's just there.
What happened? It's like Drew won.
You've been here for 48 hours, bro. Like, what's going on?
Oh shit! It's like, oh, Scottish independence happened. Shit, I've been away for a long time.
But yeah, also be sure to check out. Hopefully by the end of this week, Let's Take It to WWE 2K22 is coming out. So be sure to check it out. It's hectic, guys. You gotta see this, man. Oh my god, it's so good.
It was a hell of a match.
Yes. It's heating up. I ain't gonna lie. It's heating up in the tourney. Who is gonna walk away with my title? Nobody. But yeah, we'll see. Until then, I have been your host, Chaos. This has been Take It to the Table. Until next time, guys. Peace.